It's too expensive to be healthy. How many times have you said this? On the flip side, how many times have you heard this? Pay now or pay later. So for those on the SAS, standard American diet, it is not a question of if, rather it's a matter of when you'll develop a chronic illness. Regularly eating highly processed foods, too much salt, sugar, and sugar substitutes, refined oils is a huge reason why so many people are ill. I know much of the reason why folks eat the SAD diet is tied to lack of in-depth education on nutrition, lack of access to healthy food options, the economy, not to mention the very real diet to pharmaceutical pipeline. And the underpinnings of all of this lack is rooted in oppressive systems. With that said, we have to hold multiple yet seemingly contradictory truths and find personal power and resolution. Type 2 diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, cancer, fibroid, hormonal imbalances, ADHD, dementia, depression, anxiety, arthritis, autoimmune conditions like lupus and MS, and more can all be halted, corrected, and or fully reversed with diet. I get it. We buy some of the same grocery items each week and the cost keeps increasing. Organic does cost more than non-organic. What the F is up with the price of grapes and bell peppers? And after a long day of work, cooking a meal from scratch is the last thing I want to do. But there's also a cost associated with the diet that's rich in toxins and deficient in nutrients. I can't overemphasize this enough. Our industrial food system cannot be trusted. The same pharmaceutical company that makes certain cancer treatments also owns the company that manufactures pesticides known carcinogens. Make it make sense. So do we pay at the grocery store or do we pay at the hospital? Being healthy is not expensive, but getting healthy is. So the transition from highly processed to whole food and from fast to home cooked meals is no joke, but it stresses your wallet. Ironically, the fewer the ingredients and the less the food is processed, the more it costs. We also have to devote more time to shopping and cooking. A 15-minute run to the grocery store now takes an hour. A 30-minute meal takes 90. You can't grab and go because you have to read ingredient and nutrition labels. You pack your lunch. And just when you think you have a solid grasp on the items on your approval list, the manufacturer changes the ingredients. This has happened to us more times than we can count. While it's a lot of work and it seems like a lot of money in the beginning, I promise you it's worth it. You are worth it. The worry we experience when we don't feel right takes an energetic, emotional, physical, and mental toll. Preventable pain, illness, disease, whether subtle or chronic, are the biggest robbers of our energy, time, money, joy, motivation. It consumes you more than you may realize. So to be free of this worry and to be walking your way toward wellness is a mighty exhale and relief. It's priceless. So here are some of my healthy, budget-conscious hacks. 1, drinking daily nutrient-rich herbal infusions. With plants like oatstraw, dandelion leaf, hibiscus, stinging nettle, moringa, so many. Made a whole ebook with 25 recipes. I'll link to that below. Number 2, filling our plates with more plants than meat. Number 3, keeping a small garden with easy to grow leafy greens. Number 4, making super easy lacto-fermented foods because they are superbly beneficial for your gut and therefore your whole health. We have a free video tutorial on that I'll also link to. And number 5, checking the environmental working group's Clean 15 and Dirty Dozen list. The Dirty Dozen foods are those most heavily sprayed with pesticides, so if the organic price is ridiculous, like with bell peppers, we just learn to live without it or regrow it. And please do not underestimate the power of small, just daily activities, conscious behavioral changes that ground you, help you pause, honor your capacity, reconfigure relationship boundaries, and reset your nervous system. You may not be in a financial or life position to overhaul your entire diet right now, but consider the changes you can make and sustain. If it's drinking 1 less soda or making 1 home cooked meal, doing a 5-minute guided meditation, or walking around the neighborhood, do that. Stop thinking about limitations and start focusing on what you can change.